Good morning. Well, the undisputed world heavyweight champion's challenger this time is Carl "The Truth" Williams, a 29-year-old who's having his second shot at a world title. 4 years ago, this 6 feet 4 inch New Jersey fighter came face to face with a Larry Holmes who was then at his peak. The IBF title was at stake, and so sure were the bookies of a Holmes victory, they rated Williams' chances at 50 to 1.
And he clubs hard with the right hand as well, Williams. There it is again and again. And I'll tell you, this no-hoper is really giving Holmes all the trouble he can handle in this round.
So Williams losing a controversial decision, but only by 1 point. Well, here he comes in as a 12 to 1 underdog to beat the man who shattered Michael Spink's hopes in just 90 seconds in this very arena. And following that demolition, Frank Bruno got his chance, and I'm delighted that he's with us here tonight. Frank, do you wish it was you getting back into that ring with Tyson?
I'm here right now, Dickie, and I get the little urge, you know, in my fist, that is, not in my fist, Dickie, yeah.
They're talking about the fear factor. This certainly wouldn't include you. Some say that many of the heavyweights that have gone in with him are really afraid of him, and they don't believe they've got a chance anyway.
I think Carl Williams has been in with him before, you know, as an amateur, and I've seen the video of it, and he done pretty well. So I think the fear factor's out of his brain at this moment. I think, I'm not too sure. I'm not in his shoes, so I can't really answer for him, Dickie.
Do you think Mike Tyson is invincible, Frank?
Not really. I don't think no man's invincible. You know, there's only one man above there's invincible. You know, you've got to give him a lot of respect, but I don't think no man's invincible.
How do you think that Williams should go about trying to beat Tyson?
It's such a difficult thing because Williams is a boxer, you know. He isn't a power man, but he can outfox him and tie him out. I don't think he can outfox Tyson. I don't think he's got the style to beat Tyson, but it's so difficult to say Williams to beat him, you know. We've got to wait and see, Dickie.
You'd go with Tyson, would you?
Most definitely, but in boxing anything could happen, you know. You can't really write off people, Dickie, you know.
Thank you very much indeed for the moment, Frank. So anyway, the first fighter should be coming into the ring at about 3:15 your time. We're going to take a short break, and after that we shall...
He jumped on me that particular day, gave me a bloody nose and everything. You know, I was a little, he shook me up because I was a professional with 7, 8 fights. And I was saying to myself, oh my God, I gotta let this amateur come in the gym and do this to me. So I got very angry that night. I went home and thought about it. And the very next day, I came in the gym with a different attitude towards him. I went into the ring and I busted him up.
Well, he sparred me when I was 14, 15 years old, and he couldn't kill me then. And now I'm 5 times, 10 times the fighter now.
Contrasting views on who got the better of those sparring sessions 6 years ago, but we found a clip from one of them, and now you can judge for yourself.
You got something, you got something. I couldn't see it at that particular time. Whatever I had, to me, it wasn't there. You know, it wasn't until my grandmother died that I really started thinking seriously about doing this.
At an age when most would-be professional fighters are experienced amateurs, Williams was just beginning. He walked 6 miles to the gym each day, out of hell and into a brave new world.
Whatever I was doing at that particular time, years and years ago, you know, I gave it up to become a boxer with no hopes, no aspirations or anything, no future really, but just a lot of hard work and determination.
Fighting out of the tiny O'Connell Park gym, Carl Williams entered the Golden Gloves with just a couple of amateur fights under his belt. Miraculously, he won a title.
Here was this big hulking guy with a piston for a left jab, and he immediately caught my eye. And for a guy that age to start that old and do what he did is certainly an accomplishment.
Flushed with success, Carl moved to suburban White Plains to get further boxing instruction. It was a Spartan existence at first, with Williams living alone in this motel, far enough away from his city friends and city temptations.
This is obviously a different environment, and I think in order for me to be successful, I had to move here, to get away from some of my friends and try to more or less concentrate on, you know, being a professional fighter.
Carl Williams
Williams' strategy, which has to be the left jab. Ray Leonard's tip of the night.
Well, the left jab speaks for itself. That's the key punch for Carl Williams, to keep that left jab in Tyson's face, keep him off balance, but most importantly, snap it and not bring it down too fast, because what's going to happen, Tyson should counter that left jab. Now, once the fight becomes an inside fight, in fact, I believe that's going to be the case because Tyson's styles get inside, their right uppercut, that punch may accommodate Tyson's style, but in doing so, Williams better keep both hands up because Tyson throws an onslaught of punches each and every time, each and every opportunity. Now, Jim, this is my favorite combination. I call it the Tyson combo. It's a right hand to the liver section, then to the chin. And most of the times, if Tyson catches his opponents with this particular punch, it's over. Here we see him a good shot of it, right up to the chin. If Williams get against the corner or the ropes, look for this particular combination to take place. With taller opponents, Tyson has a tendency to lunge in because of the height and reach advantage. But here, he may find the same thing with the taller Williams.
Tail of the tape, and you can see the big disparity in reach. Carl Williams with a 14-inch advantage there at 219.25 for Tyson and 218 for Williams. Both fighters appear to be in superb physical condition. Rules for the bout, combination, and before...
And a very close loss indeed to Holmes, who then had quite a lot of fight left in him. So clear the ring, and those officials know how to get out of there when trouble starts. But good heavyweight referees, so he can handle these fellas okay, strength-wise anyway. He'll rush straight across here, Tyson, that's a certainty. And remember that they boxed 2 or 3 times in the gymnasium when Tyson was coming up. But as Jim Watt and Frank Bruno both agree, there was very little relevance in that. Oh, standing there. He wants to trade with him, Williams. I'm not sure that's good business. Good to see a challenger come out like that, Jim, and be willing to trade.
Yeah, a good positive start from Williams, but I think I would feel the safer for him if he would back off and have a look at Tyson first of all. This is a completely different Tyson from the last one he shared the ring with.
Eight championship fights, remember, Tyson. 7 have been covered by ITV.
Well, the first change I've noticed in Tyson, he normally comes into the ring soaking in sweat. He hasn't done that tonight. I wonder if that's a change of plan with it.
Oh, what a left hook. Well, he certainly wasn't cold, Jim. In fact, it looks like Carl Williams has been knocked cold in the first round. Is he going to count him out or let him go on? He's done well to get up. No, he stopped it. Well, there's some booing going on, but they didn't take that punch. Carl Williams is arguing. He got caught with a peach of a punch there, and, well, at least he's got a cuddle afterwards, Jim. Now, nobody really could have expected that. Well, I didn't have my...
Once again, Mike, the interview has to be longer than the fight. I'm sorry about that. What happened from your point of view? Did you see him really dazed?
Well, no, I noticed my trainers were telling me we were slipping and hooking. So when we slip, because usually I come in that slip and I
hit with left hooks. Were you looking for that opening?
No, I was very confident. I wanted to hit him, catch him with a good right hand. Believe me, my right hand is my favorite punch, but I never catch anyone with it. You know, it's my best punch, and I always hit guys with left hook.
All right, we're going to try to take a look at the...
Where's the monitor? Maybe it's better that the referee did stop early. I would have been all over him. That's when I'm most dangerously, when I know I have someone hurt.
You've talked about being in control of your career. Tell us what you think is next. Who is next?
Well, I'm just taking it one step at a time. I'll fight anybody. You know what I mean? I don't discriminate from anybody. I'm the best fighter in the world, and there's no man that can beat me.
Does this mean that Holyfield is or is not your next opponent?
Well, he's in my future, but I don't think he's in my immediate future. But come on, Holyfield, don't matter. That's kids play.
So you think that you'll fight Holyfield like early next year, and you may have 1 or 2 fights before then?
Most likely, but you know what I mean? If they can discuss our things with their people, we can fight in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He caught a quick knockout. I got a quick knockout. We both still need to work. We didn't get any work.
All right. Jose Ribalta was one of the fighters being considered for your next opponent, and he had a dreadful outing in a preliminary tonight. Did that eliminate him?
Well, it looks kind of dreary for him, but you never know. If he have a couple more fights and he cleans up his act, he's always a good prospect.
What about Douglas, who looked a little better, if not great, in another preliminary? He's been mentioned as a possible opponent.
I take all comers. I don't duck any man.
Can we assume that Michael Dokes is one of the prospects?
All comers. Come one, come all, because nobody can get close to me. They're not even close. I'm the best fighter in the world.
There's been discussions that today people from Israel have been offering you money to come and fight there. You've been reluctant to go abroad. Do you think that as a world champion, as someone who says, I'm the best man on the planet, that you will start to fight abroad?
Well, eventually we'll do that, you know what I mean? But like you said, I'm not in a hurry to leave my country. You know what I mean? I love my country. I'm not in a hurry to leave anywhere. But you know what I mean? If things are right, I'll fight anyone in any place. In their backyard.
How would you describe right now? You've got a lot of things past you. You've always been able to focus on fighting no matter what the other stuff has gone on in your life. Are you as content as you can be now with the situation that you have?
I want to fight, and destruct the world because I'm the best fighter in the world. Thank you very much, Larry.
Thank you. Okay, I'm with Carl Williams and with his trainer, Carmen Graciano. Carl, starting from the beginning, why were you as aggressive as you were, which preceded the knockout?
Well, I wouldn't call it a knockout. I wasn't knocked out. I mean, he knocked me down. The referee stopped the fight. I don't know why. I think politics is involved in all of that. I think they're just setting up the Holyfield fight. Now, I wasn't even hurt.
Did you understand what the referee's question when he said
was up. My hands was up. When the referee said I put my hands up like this here, I was ready to go. He just said, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know what the hell happened.
All right, you've been knocked down a number of times in your career, and every single time you've gotten up, and in some occasions you've fought better. From your experience, shouldn't you have assured the referee, look, I'm okay, let's go?
Well, I think it was an inexperienced referee. This was his first championship fight. When he seen me down the first time, obviously he just said, okay, it's over. I think he said something to the effect, are you all right? Are you all right? So I immediately put my hands up, and what happened? He stopped the fight. I don't know what's going on. I know it's political. Because I wasn't hurt. I've been down many a times. I've been down 2-3 times in a fight and have gotten up and knocked the opponent out. So I know it was political. I'm not even hurt. You know, I feel bad for not even doing anything. I didn't even really, you know, I didn't even get a chance to show my stuff.
Talking about showing your stuff, explain to us why you felt it was necessary to go to Mike Tyson. He says that when he saw you coming to him and fighting him that way, he was elated.
Well, it wasn't that. It wasn't the fact that I was just coming to him. I didn't feel that I should lay back. You see, with Mike, you have to show Mike that you're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? Okay, he caught me with a good shot. Okay, fine, no problem. I've been caught with good punches before. That's not the problem. And I've been down before. I've been there before. So why did the referee just prematurely stop the fight like that? I've been in that predicament before and have got up and knocked people out and have won. You know?
Carl, you've stated your case eloquently. Thank you. Now back to ringside.